thought I would start trying to share some more kind of thoughts around running the business and some of the interesting things that are happening. I think they're interesting. You might too. Because I like sharing it and I like encouraging people and I like sharing things that I've learned so that other people can learn them too. And I think I just like sharing. So I'm going to try and do that. So this week has been interesting. I found out over the weekend that I'd made a mistake on printing some of the fabric for Hoop Club. So the Hoop Club that went out last week, there's a slight mistake on the fabric, and so we need to reprint the fabric and send it out. And I know that I would have, I've kind of got two lines of thought running in my head, and one is kind of, oh, what a disaster. This is going to cost loads of money. People are going to, think the product's awful, that kind of line of thought. And the other line of thought, which I feel like I've taught myself this way of thinking over the past few years, is that it's just another challenge. It's just another problem that we will figure out how to solve, and we will solve it and we will figure it out. And that is my kind of I can almost kind of see how I could go down the other line of thought and feel stressed and get anxious about it and feel bad about it. But then I feel like I have trained my brain to kind of go down the other line of thought, which is the kind of this is fine, we'll just figure it out. This is just another problem, and running a business is full of problems like this, and we'll figure it out. And actually, figuring it out was a really kind of, our Hoop Club customers are just lovely, and they made figuring it out actually a really pleasant experience, because I kind of was just honest and I said what happened, and people were so lovely with their responses and so encouraging about, doesn't matter, don't worry, haven't noticed or have noticed, and that's fine, So it was actually fine, and it just reinforced why I should always take that kind of everything is figure outable route, and not the kind of, oh, this is a disaster, how are we going to sort this out, what a nightmare. So what could have been quite a horrible start to the week was actually quite nice. And I mean, I did spend the morning kind of sorting it out, emailing, sorting out new fabric, working out what happened, which I could have done without, but actually, all in all, it was kind of a positive experience. Sat in my favourite spot in the staff room, look at the camera. I love it here. I can just sit, it's quiet. I look out the window, I can see it's kind of like the middle of town. Well, Loughborough's not very big, but there's lots going on. I can look out the window. I love it. I'm kind of having a slow day today because we moved house at the weekend. I'm quite tired and I feel like I just need to potter. I'm kind of learning that some days are really busy, get your head down. Other days you do need to kind of have a slow day and a rest day. I don't have many of them. And I know that I'll be more productive and more creative if I let myself rest. I was listening to the radio this morning, came back from the gym this morning, and the song came on. I can't remember which song it was. I need to have a look and work out what song it was, but it just basically made me think, what a joy, what a privilege I get to come to work and do something that makes the world a better place. And that probably sounds really big-headed, and it's not how I mean it. What I mean is, I feel like I'm doing what I'm meant to be doing, and that I'm contributing to the world in the way that I best can at the moment, and that is kind of making people happy through providing them with a hobby and something that helps them with anxiety or just gives them joy. And that really is my why, and that is my focus, and I want to always remember that that's why I'm doing this business. That I'm doing it because I'm an entrepreneur and I'm creative and I couldn't not do something like this, but the why of the business is to provide something meaningful and that makes people's lives better and makes people happier, and I always want to remember that. But this song on the radio this morning just made me remember, oh yeah, that's what I get to do, that's why I go to work. It's very easy to get bogged down with the logistics, so I feel very lucky, and I'm going to get back to doing that after I've had my lunch. Good morning. So it's taken me until 11 to get into the office. We've had to do COVID tests for kids, and the house is just still obviously completely upside down, so it's hard to find things and get ready, and there are things to do. So what I've been thinking about last night and tonight is kind of that split between my time as a CEO and someone who leads a business and strategizes and moves it forward, and the technician that kind of gets you into the business in the first place, and that kind of obsession with product and always wanting to develop new products and improve them and different ones, and kind of the whole the technical aspect, and trying to find a balance between being the CEO and leading the company and moving it forward and doing the things and spending my time on the things that are going to lead the company forward, compared with getting too much into the technical stuff. And it's hard because the technical stuff and the product development is the stuff that I love, and I love the CEO stuff as well, but I think my comfort zone is the technical stuff, and so that always kind of seems to take priority. But that's what I've been thinking about, and really realizing that I've got to be more disciplined in putting in the CEO hours, and make that a kind of non-negotiable thing every week, whether I do the afternoons doing CEO work or something like that, and really make that part of my diary. The other thing is, quite often, even though we've got the nicest offices you could ever want, sometimes it is easier to just do the kind of deep work, things that require silence at home. And I always feel like I should go into the office because it's so nice. I love being in the office, but I just find it quite ironic that we've got this beautiful office, and for quite a large part of the week I feel like I would get more done if I was just at home at my kitchen table. Anyway, those are my thoughts today. I have got about 4 hours to get things done before I have to go and get the kids, so see ya. Wow. Good morning. So today I'm going to have a couple of hours to start the day of tidying. I tend to work kind of it builds up, the chaos builds and builds and builds, because stuff's just always so busy, and it gets bad, and it is particularly bad at the moment. So this is my little kind of photography space with a bed that we can do photos on, and a desk and stuff like that, but it's just props everywhere. This is mainly props in here, but then out here is everyone else is very tidy, and then I've just got this pit I've got so much space. It should be tidier, but it's not. But I'm gonna tidy it now. So I'm just walking to school to get the children, and thought I would tell you about the award we've been nominated for. So I nominated myself. Just like you to know, nobody nominated me. I just put myself forward for one of the independent awards from Holly and Co. And got through to the category for Best Small Business of the Year. So that's quite exciting, and it just means so much. Like I feel like this week's been quite hard, and I felt quite lonely, as in lonely doing what I'm doing, and you're kind of out there on your own a little bit, and it feels, while there is a team of us, it feels like I feel a lot of pressure, because I put pressure on myself, and that's fine. I like the pressure, but with the pressure comes kind of frustration, and yeah, and it feels lonely, and I feel sometimes like I am shouting into the void. Does anyone want to buy an embroidery kit? Anyone? Like, it's hard, and you doubt yourself, and you just think, what am I doing? What am I creating? So to have things like this where, like, kind of like your idea and what you're doing gets validated by somebody else who, you know, is obviously a team of people that kind of see everything across this sphere, is really, oh my goodness, it just getting through even to this round, even if we make it no further, it just gives you that boost. And it's like, you just need those moments. So it does mean a lot to me, and I'll be asking you to vote for me probably once a day for the next 2 weeks until the voting closes. So yeah, all right, I'm gonna go and get my boys. Good afternoon. I look horrendous. I'm kind of still in my pyjamas, and it's 3 o'clock on Friday, but we're at home because both boys have tested positive for COVID, so they're at home, and I've been trying to get some work done today while they play on iPads. They're not actually that ill. They're currently playing in the garden. I'll show you my little workspace, because this is our new house that we moved into last week. I love it already. I mean, it needs loads of work doing to it, but there's this little space. I'm trialling out this as a table. I've actually ordered a new pink Formica table, which is coming soon. It's amazing. But this is my favourite little spot to work. I got these chairs from a charity shop. You should just look out onto the garden. The boys are playing out there. And then it's the kitchen. But it's just such a cute little spot to sit and work. So I've been trying to do some work here. I thought I should go and put some makeup on, brush my hair, put some actual proper clothes on to film this, and then I thought, that's not the reality, is it? Let's keep it real. So here I am. I've been feeling kind of overwhelmed and frustrated this week that things don't move as fast as I want them to, and I compare myself to people and have all these have this such vision and plans, and it takes a long time, and I get really frustrated that it takes such a long time. And that has been my main overriding emotion this last week. And then I listened to, and I will link to it, it's a 12-minute podcast by Gary Vee, who is an American businessman, kind of inspirational person, who is one of like a group of like maybe 5 people that I just love tuning into on social media and listening to the podcast and stuff like that. He's brilliant, and he was did this 12-minute podcast on patience, and basically I'm sure this has happened, and I'm sure I go through a cycle of like work, get frustrated, and then ping, yes, I need to be patient. Patience is a virtue. Patience is this like amazing characteristic that I want to grow. There's so much good stuff about being patient. But I listened to this podcast, and he just, every word like was just like, that's it. That's why I'm so frustrated. There's one line in the podcast where he talks about, being highly ambitious. When you're highly ambitious, it's extremely hard to be patient, which I'm feeling. And just about patience being like, why are you doing something? Why does it need to go fast? Why can you not wait? Why can you not do things properly? Why are you wanting to rush things? Like, he talks about he sees so many businesses that make dubious decisions because there's this lack of patience, and there's a kind of a grabbiness to kind of move forward and dominate or be the best, and that's not what I want to be like, and I don't want to be grabby. And I felt myself, I think, in reflecting on feeling kind of frustrated that things not moving fast, it's like I felt like a bit grabby. And then this podcast on patience just reminded me, like, you don't need to go fast. Why do you need to go fast? Like, if you believe in the idea, in what you're doing, if you believe that it's authentic and got value, and you're committed to it and passionate about it, and you want to do it, and you're striving to do it, then just keep doing it and develop patience and make good decisions, and don't rush things, and don't make decisions based on, oh man, we need some more money, we need to make the most of that, we need to make sure we're capitalizing on the momentum of this, and grabby, and that's not the type of business I want us to be. I want to operate patiently and expecting good things to happen for us, and doing things well, treating people well, doing things properly, not rushing things, doing things because we believe in them. And good things take time, and good business takes time, and looking at other people and what they're doing and how fast they're going, or that's not what I want to be like. I want to take the time to build something that is of value, and that is of something that I can be really proud of, not something that I've just rushed just to make the most of a certain period of time, or to be the best, or to be the first, or I want to just stay in my lane, focus on what I want to do, and know that what I want to do is different to other people, and there are good things there, but they will take time. So that's rounding off. My arm, muscles are all aching from my exercise classes this week, but that is my finisher off for this week of, it's a bit over a week, I think, this week of kind of vlogging, 43-year-old vlogger. But I enjoy doing this. I enjoy, if I can actually work out how to look at the camera, I think we'll be flying. Like, I like chatting like this and sharing thoughts, and I think as you share them, you understand them more yourself, don't you? So it's a good self-awareness tool. So even if it's just for me to talk and then maybe watch it back and be like, oh yeah, and realise a bit more about myself, and become more self-aware, then that's a good thing. But if you enjoy it, let me know, and if there's anything you want me to talk about or that you'd like to know, I can talk about that. And just a little reminder, please vote for Clara in the Independent Awards. I will put the link in the show notes, in the video notes. Who do I think I am? Anyway, have a nice weekend.